Good morning, guys, and happy Tuesday. I'm here for the last live video of March to talk about hypoallergenic pets. Sad truth, there's no such thing. There's not even such thing as a low allergen pet, and I'm going to explain why and a little bit about how it works. So the theory is that pets that have non-shedding coats don't give off dander, which is what contains the allergen. They produce less dander, but they don't produce no dander, meaning all pets carry the allergen, and it's called Canis familiaris 1 or CanF1, and it's in the protein of the hair. So even if you have a hairless dog or cat, it comes off in the skin too because of the roots that are under the skin. But they've done a lot of studies on it because of the controversy about it. And between purebred hypoallergenic, mutt hypoallergenic, purebred non-hypoallergenic, and mutt non-hypoallergenic, there was no significant differences between the amount of the Canis familiaris 1 present in their hair samples. So no matter what breed you get, there is a possibility that their allergens are going to cause a reaction. But the interesting thing is that you can't categorize by breed. And yes, the theory is that breeds such as poodles, schnauzers, and Portuguese water dogs give off less allergens, but based on the study that they did, you can't say one breed has more or less allergens than another breed, because it's actually by each individual dog. So there could be a golden retriever that has less or gives off less dander than, say, a husky. Or you could have a husky that gives off less dander than a golden retriever. So each dog is individual. There is no guarantee that X breed will not cause your allergens, but a lot of times it has to do with the kids, because people won't get pets if their kids are allergic to them. But they've done studies on that too, and early exposure to pets does not affect the likelihood of a child getting allergies. So if they already have a pet, then it doesn't necessarily work the same way. It's more if they're born and there's already a pet in the house, then that doesn't mean that they're more likely to get pet allergies. Because I grew up in a house without pets, and my brother and I both had cat allergies, and I sometimes sneezed around dogs. Now I'm better. Sometimes the cats still get me, but I've had long-coated cats that don't make me sneeze, and short-haired cats that do. So it has nothing to do with the coat type or anything like that. Of course, dogs or cats with longer coats give off more hair, which means more potential for dander, but not necessarily. Yes, all dogs have the allergens. The dander itself is the skin flakes or the hair roots. If you have someone in your family that is allergic to pets, there are a few things you can do instead of rehoming your pet. Because I see a lot of people saying, oh, I have a 3-month-old and a 2-year-old, and we decided to get a cat, and the cat made them sneeze, so we want to rehome the cat. Not exactly the best idea, because you shouldn't welcome a pet into your home if you can't keep it. But there are things called HEPA air filters, which are really good at cleaning out things like pollen, allergens, dander out of the air, so that it's easier to breathe in the house if you have indoor pets. Clean frequently, and of course use pet safe cleaners, because we know that's a really big problem. Any carpeting should be steam cleaned, furniture steam cleaned, vacuumed, everything, and clothing has to be washed frequently. All the pets' bedding, especially, make sure they're clean. Make sure you take really good care of your pet's coat. Coconut oil really helps with the strength of the coat. And a lot of times if they do have skin issues, it's related to the immune system. So try and keep them healthy and strong, brush their coat regularly, and keep it nice and shiny. I've actually had somebody tell me about Kaya's coat that they wish they had a blanket that was that soft. So that is the ultimate compliment for me, because I spend a lot of time and spend a lot of extra time putting stuff in her food and taking care of her coat to make it look that way. So that makes me happy. Another thing is that it's also passed through saliva. The allergen is present in their mouth. So a lot of times with cats, when they groom, it spreads it along their hair, and that makes it worse. But if you have a dog or cat and you are allergic to them, don't let them lick you. And I know this seems harsh, but a lot of times their saliva can cause rashes and bumps and things like that on you. And I know somebody, one of my mom's friends, if Kaya licks her, she gets a red rash on her arm. But Kaya licks me, nothing happens. And I used to be quite severely allergic to cats and some dogs, but getting better. That's all I have to say about hypoallergenic pets. All of this, most of this is from an article from the New York Times. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to look it up. But their summary was that people made it up to market these breeds, poodles, schnauzers, Portuguese water dogs, to people who wouldn't look into the situation more and would just accept it and then pick one of those breeds to make them more popular. So now those breeds are more popular and are deemed hypoallergenic, but there are a lot of things you can do if you are allergic, or work on your own immune system, and maybe it'll be strong enough that you won't be allergic anymore, which is what happened to me, and by exposing myself to a lot of animals, which was pretty fantastic. But if you have any more questions about it, feel free to email me or message me on my Facebook page. That is all for March. I hope you have a fabulous Easter, and I will see you the first Tuesday of April. See you later.